baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
From deep. They get it back. And Thompson kicks to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 16 points for Draymond Green.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
And with that, they've now surrendered 10 points off turnovers in this quarter alone.
And those mistakes are the reason why they have this deficit.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Here's Curry with the three. That's good. Curry's got 45 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make. Some kind of adjustment here.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially team trailing.
And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Here's LeBron. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. LeBron's got 12 in the game. Curry. It could go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was...
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had a scoring... All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the five for Cleveland right now. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Golden State ball.
What are you doing? Because I want to hear it. Dumb, you making the video mess up. On air. Stop it.
And it's the Warriors with the ball.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Down low, stolen by Thompson. Here's Bogut. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Bogut's got 6.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Curry can't get it to go.
And, you know, now we have all these analytics, and if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Offensive rebound. Here's Smith. Soft touch off the glass. Smith's got 8.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
On its way from Curry for 2, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Pass to Thompson. From deep. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
I should have dunked it on myself.
Here's Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the basket by Curry.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
He's not exactly...
You dumb. You even know what you're doing, stupid.
Striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Thompson with the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
They get it back. Can they get it? And James gets it to go.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Got a piece of it, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league-best 28 road wins.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road. It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's the break. Here's Love. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor. And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Cleveland with the ball. Irving. It's offline from half court.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And the shot is good. And that's now 10 points for Smith.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And he drains the 3, but let's see.
Circle, Caden. Circle. Connect the controller for stupid. Caden, hurry up!
to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5. Williams dishes to Mozgov. Curry brings the double. Jones for 3, and he gets it to go. Warriors shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. And again, it's Cleveland. From deep three-point range. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Fry, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunities.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
It's Curry outside. Shot's good. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fry, that's for 2. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. This one for 3, and Stephen Curry another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
That's good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Shumpert banked in off the glass. Shumpert's got 4 this quarter. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. From deep. And the Warriors get it back.
Way to play the boards and come away with the offensive rebound.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 9 points for Bogut.
Well, they do have the lead right now, but they're not hustling as much as they did in the first half. They've kind of put it on cruise control. They've got to rev up the motor a little bit here.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Williams. Shoots from 14, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
From deep three-point range, Mozgov kicks to Jones, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Warriors shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Curry outside. That is good.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Green, the pass to Thompson. And stolen by Williams. Jones, that's for 2. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Williams picks him up. Curry gets the bucket.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Williams with the ball.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
From deep. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh, my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Nails the wide-open jump shot.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TOs threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
That's good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge. Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Puts up a 3, and the shot is good.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
The 3 from Barnes, and he gets the bucket. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, another costly turnover. That's number 4 here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a lot of possessions left on the table, and he's been the main culprit. Squeeze that orange, young fella. Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And another 3 for Golden State.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's stolen by Curry. And he lobs it up and finished off by Bogut.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.